hey, PDIs, come along to Dudley. I'll give them the location of the train station. During a lesson, we'll come and pick you up from the train station, or we'll give you the postcode of where the lesson's going to start and finish. Come along and observe the lesson. The observation is free, and then you can have 1 hour, 2 hour, or 3 hours prepaid, personalised training, tailored to what your requirements are.
I think you're absolutely spot on that people need to watch and see how it's done. There's not many jobs that you'll do where you start on job and you've not watched someone doing the job that you're about to go and do.
Very true, very true. Each individual PDI is a unique individual, just like we tailor our training for the learners. Each individual trainee, I can't deliver a training that's one size fits all. And I love it because every PDI is a unique individual. Of course, they bring to the car their own strengths as well. They bring to the car their transferable skills. So I help the PDI realise and understand, well, actually, you've been driving a bus for 30 years, so you've got a lot of transferable skills. Okay, so you've been a police officer for 20 years. Again, you've got a lot of transferable skills. Oh, brilliant. You've been a teacher for 15 years. Again, you've got a lot of transferable skills. So I'll work closely with each PDI to help them achieve their goals. But it is the driving at the end of the day. Defensive driving. I'm very happy that I learned about defensive driving in the early 90s when I did IAM. Now, if somebody is a PDI or an ADI watching this video clip, IAM is Institute of Advanced Motorists. The other organisation is ROSPA, Royal Society Prevention of Accidents. IAM is now called IAM Road Smart. I would strongly recommend to all ADIs and PDIs get some additional driver training. You may well have passed your Part 2, but at the end of the day, Part 2 is not a very, 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 very high standard. IAM and ROSPA is advanced driving and defensive driving. That's where I learned defensive driving. Of course, there is a difference in the two styles of driving. We could talk about straight lining of roundabouts and centre of gravity and so on and so forth. But I had no idea that what I learned over 30 years ago is still so relevant in our road network today, even more so. I relate the 17 competencies to a 17-sided shape. I don't know what that's called. I know 12-sided is dodecahedron, but imagine a 17-sided shape, and each one of the plinths joining together is one of the competencies. So they're all actually interrelated with each other. Of course, we've got teaching and learning strategies, lesson planning, risk management in their own separate division, but they're all interrelated with each other as well. And we've got to be open to feedback. We've got to be open to constructive criticism. And we can ask our learners, how did you find the lesson? Are there any points that you'd like to for me to improve on? Likewise, we can say to our PDIs at the end of the session, did you enjoy the training? Did we achieve the goals that we set out to achieve at the beginning? And was it structured? Was it satisfactory? Was it beyond satisfactory? What could I have done to improve it? If we ran the whole 3 hours again, what could I do to improve it? So if we are on a continual mission of self-development and self-improvement through lifelong learning, it's going to get better and better.
But ultimately, as you've covered for PDIs, it's about understanding what it is to be a driving instructor, having the knowledge and the skills, not just of teaching, but of driving and road knowledge, safe driving and teaching skills, but get that from a trainer that you trust and can work with and you've got a good rapport with, but also a trainer that knows their stuff and has a good reputation. And I've got a feeling at that point, this journey is going to be a lot better than what a lot of people do experience coming into the industry.